Hi everyone. So I'm going to show you how to calculate BMI. I mentioned this earlier in the presentation on the lecture, so make sure that you follow along. This is the exact worksheet that you have in your personal health portfolio, so pull that out so that way you have that with you and you can follow along. So these are the equations that you need to use for BMI calculation. The first one is the actual calculation of BMI. It's kilograms divided by meters squared. Now in the United States, we don't use kilograms, we use pounds. So we are going to have to convert pounds into kilograms. Pounds is divided by, if you divide it by 2.2, you get kilograms. So that is how we are going to convert our pounds, weight in pounds, into kilograms. The next is meters. We don't measure in meters, we measure in inches here in the United States, or feet in inches. So we're going to have to find the height in inches and then multiply that by 0.0254 to get our meters. The bottom part of the equation is meters squared. If you're not familiar with exponents, meters squared is simply meters times meters. So I'm going to take you through a practice problem so you can see how this is done and follow along. You can follow along with your own body weight, or you can follow along with this example and then find your own personal BMI. So the first thing, we want to convert our units of measure. So kilograms equals pounds divided by 2.2. We're going to use an individual who is 150 pounds. All right, so this person weighs 150 pounds. We need to convert that into kilograms. How much does that equal? Let's put this through the equation. So kilograms equals 150 pounds divided by 2.2. And that equals 68.181818181818. It keeps going. So we are going to round to the nearest hundredth place, which is 2 decimal points. So if we look at rounding, the number next to this is 1. So we simply we leave this at 8. We do not have to round up. However, if this number was at 5, we would round this number up to 9. However, it's not. It's at 1. So we can delete all of that, and this is going to be our answer for kilograms. So this person weighs 68.18 kilograms. We're going to highlight that because we need to come back to that number. Next, we need to convert their height into inches. So I'm going to say this person is 5 foot 7 inches. That's how tall this person is. Now, how do we convert, first of all, feet and inches into just inches? I'll give you a second to think as I write the equation. We take 5 feet and we multiply it by 12 inches because there are 12 inches in 1 foot, and so we have 5 of these feet. So we simply just multiply 5 by 12 and we get 60. So we have 60 inches, and we have some leftover inches over here. This person is 7 inches, so we have to add that back in, 7 inches. So this person is 67 inches tall. Okay, so that's the number that we're going to be using. That person is 67 inches. In the equation, we have meters equals inches, which this person is 67 inches, and we multiply that by 0.0254. Okay, and that equals, let me do this real quick. 1.7018. Okay, so again, if we are rounding to the nearest second decimal place, this number, again, it's a 1, so we leave this at a 0. We don't have to change that. So this person is 1.7 meters tall. I hope that all makes sense. We're going to need this answer again, so we're going to highlight that. We'll come back there. We then have to multiply this number by itself down here. Multiply the height in meters by itself. That should be easy enough. Meters squared, raised to the second, it's the same as this up here. Okay, raised to the second equals 1.7 meters, 70 meters, times 1.70 meters. You don't need to keep this 0 in there, but I'm just leaving it in there as a place marker so that way you know where to round to. So if we do 1.7 times 1.7, we get 2.89 meters, again, raised to the second or squared, same thing. Okay, we're gonna need this answer again. So let's highlight that one. Last step. We have most of our answers now. We have this one down here, and we have our kilograms up here. We need to use kilograms divided by height squared. The answer is step 2. So this should be easy enough. We take our kilograms, which is 68.18 kilograms, and we divide that by our answer from step 2, which was 2.89 meters squared. And we get, let me check this real quick. I haven't done this ahead of time. 68.18 divided by 2.89 equals 5916. Again, we have another 1, so we don't have to round this up. This stays at 9, so we don't have to round that up. So this is that person's BMI. Boom, we found it. That's it. That was it. If we look at the ranges down here, this is also found in your lecture. We look at it, and that person ends up in a healthy weight range. Happy ending for, or they're happy there. They got it. They're in a healthy range. They're happy. So for your own practice, you can find this individual, see what their BMI is. They weigh a little bit more, and they're a little bit shorter. So for my predictions, I think they might be somewhere up in the potentially overweight range, but they still might end up in the healthy weight range. Not 100% sure. I have not done the calculations for that either. So I hope this helps you. You can practice this by finding your own BMI, putting your information in through the calculations. You can find your friends' BMIs. You can find your family's BMIs. I know that all you want to do right now is practice BMI. So check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to post under Chapter 7 discussion. It's under the discussion board posts. I'm happy to respond to any mathematical questions, any questions about Chapter 7. I'm here for you guys. Feel free to reach out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.